Discovery.
Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by colourful and the post-truth apocalypse. I'm Ben, as always, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Hello.
This is our sister show to Cut Into the Bull, where we bring you the weekly world of the weird as we found on the World Wide Web this week. Like I said, that's it, that's what it is, that's the show.
Hey.
We're going to do it to you one after the other. It's easy to follow, and it's the craziest shit we found on the net this week.
Yep.
Alien invasion at Miami Mall.
Is it mall?
Mall.
Mall, whatever.
Shopping centre. There you go.
This is mental, this is.
There's how many cops there? Bloody
Yeah.
hell. We're looking at a photo here and like it looks like, I don't know, the whole state's fucking police turned up,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's like having a goddamn mother's meeting.
Goddamn town meeting down there. That's what you're going for. The alien from Aliens. Yes. An amateur video. Okay. I've got to say before I start this article. This is the best article I can find that doesn't just laugh at the alien sighting, alleged alien sightings, and calling everyone crazy conspiracists, and it's a crazy story. And still, this one's not great, but it does touch on some of the points that people are claiming have happened during this period. So an amateur video circulating online, purportedly, how do I say that one? It purportedly showing an alien at a Miami mall sent social media in the United States into a frenzy last week. The video, this is New Year's, the footage was taken on New Year's Day. The video showed a figure that was at least 2.4 metres tall, strolling outside the Bayside Marketplace shopping centre. It sparked claims on social media that aliens had landed on Earth. The truth, however, according to the Miami Police Department, was far more down to earth. I'm going to quote them. There were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs. No airports were closed. No power outages. But then we were talking about this before the show, weren't we, guys?
Yeah.
That touches on. So apparently the Miami airport was shut down for 4 hours.
Yeah, no one in or out.
Power out cuts. Police scanners off, so the police are on a private channel. They've got helicopters. They've got approximately 200 police cars. Probably most of the police cars in the city.
They confiscated the phones of all the people in the area.
Body cam footage was taken and confiscated.
Well, wouldn't you go live if you were in that shopping mall or whatever? Wouldn't you have gone live?
You'd think someone would, wouldn't you?
And you know.
How long before they cutting the power cuts the internet? You'd lose connection.
Not if you
They could
could
shut that down. There's got to be an off switch.
Remember, we couldn't go live on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but there was also thousands of people around us in London.
Yeah, but
In a mall, when you're walking around town centre, the nearest one to us, you can get 4G, can't you?
You can. Do you think they cut the power? If you cut the power though, does that take the 4G out?
No, because you go in from your phone to the satellite, aren't you?
Oh, there's got to be a way to. You've got to have relay masts, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
the power's down on the relay masts.
Could you cut them off?
You'd have thought so.
Is there a kill switch for that? That's an interesting question.
That is an interesting question. Who turns? Is it the elders of the internet that turn things on and off?
Turn keys, innit? On New Year's Day, 911 callers reported hearing what they thought were gunshots at the mall, according to a report in the Miami Herald. It turned out to be a group of around 50 teenagers shooting fireworks at people, the police said, adding that some looting had occurred.
It's a lot of police cars and helicopters, and for 50 teenagers shooting fireworks, isn't it?
Yeah, in a country where the police are all very heavily armed.
Yeah.
Do you need 200 police cars to deal with 50 teenagers? I know the Americans love overkill. I'm aware of that.
Even 50 police cars for 50 teenagers would have been overkill.
Yeah.
Sending just If it was that dangerous and there's gunshots, then why aren't the SWAT teams? Why aren't we seeing the black vans? Why is there only white and blue cars? Where's the SWAT?
Maybe that's only for guns. I don't know.
Yeah, true. Still, I mean, it's a lot. 4 teenagers were arrested, allegedly. 4 out of 50.
200 police cars.
200 police cars, each with 2 policemen inside. Yeah.
You'd hope so.
To arrest
Were
4
you talking
teenagers.
minimum 200 police officers?
Yeah, minimum 200 police officers. And they arrested 4 out of 50 teenagers, and they've got helicopters in the sky.
Sounds like bullshit to me. They'd be wanting a lot more arrests for all that work, wouldn't they?
Some of the eyewitness accounts I did hear about were like a bit harrowing, where these things are trying to fucking feed on people and shit.
And they definitely took all their phones.
Apparently so. We've only got the conspiracy theorists to quote
The rumours on the
rumour
internet.
mill, yeah, the internet rumour mill. But it does seem a massive response and for potentially 50 teenagers with some fireworks.
And none of the teenagers with the fireworks have got, you know, a bit of footage or anything. Some of them that have got away potentially.
That's a valid point. Arguably, there should be 45 teenagers out there who are probably filming it.
Well, at least one at the back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, film this, lads.
Until we see that video, you can't discount the aliens.
Well, yeah, the video we did see apparently shows a large creature, doesn't it?
So what are the different theories on this then? What you were about to say about like the different witness accounts?
Oh, that these things were like phasing in and out. And people were shooting at them inside the mall, like civilians who were open or closed carrying, and they wasn't doing anything. And these things are trying to chasing people down, trying to feed on them and shit. But that's what the internet rumour mill said. I did go down a bit of a rabbit hole last night on this.
But then, do we know this video is genuine?
That's another question. Is it a psyop to remove our attention away from the Epstein list coming out?
And it was only a sort of blurry blob. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it?
No. Yeah, there was a little like, you know, light on the subject, but you can't really see the subject because of, you know. how
And the
poor
video came
quality
out
it
a
is,
few
yeah.
days later. Could have been doctored. Could have been a completely different mall. No one knows what that mall looks like.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know what it looks like.
no, I don't know what it looks like. I mean, that could have been taken 2 years ago at a shooting or
Yeah.
something. But if we're going on what that video suggests, something was going on.
I don't think anything's going to dodge this Epstein thing, though.
Oh shit! I've got to change a piece of weird news or add it on at the end.
Right.
Because I've got this breaking news on Epstein. Saw it like literally in the break between the podcast.
People are just going to go wild for it, sort of as if, you know, everybody wants to know, everybody wants him held to account, or, you know, or that Maxine Bird.
Maxine Ghislaine. I can never say her fucking name. Ghislaine. Like breaking news. Moving on. Breaking news. And of course, aliens could be on the rampage in a fucking Miami shopping centre. That's not. Is that a psyop to distract us from this?
36 minutes ago, it is hot off the press.
Hot off the press.
Yeah.
On January the 8th at about
8 o'clock.
8:30.
8 p.m.
So this came out about 8 o'clock on the nose.
Yeah.
Greenwich Mean Time.
The only time.
Epstein documents allege sex tapes of Clinton, Prince Andrew and Richard Branson.
Oh, Richard Branson as well now.
Newly unsealed Jeffrey Epstein documents have described bombshell allegations about sex tapes involving Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew and Richard Branson. In emails sent by Epstein victim Sarah Ransom, sections of which were included exhibits in one of the filings unsealed on Monday, she said that an unnamed friend, quote, had sexual intercourse with Clinton, Prince Andrew and Richard Branson, and that these encounters have been filmed by Epstein.
So if he had like secret filming or...
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
I would, wouldn't you? If I was Epstein and I've got
You've
all
got
these powerful
something on-
people,
Got something
you
on
can't
all
dob
them.
me in because I've got this.
Oh dear.
She herself had later seen the sex tapes. The unsealed extracts were included with a letter sent by attorneys representing Alan Dershowitz, in 2017, seeking to undermine Miss Ransom's credibility. In a New Yorker article released 2 years later in 2019, Miss Ransom admitted that she had invented the tapes to draw attention to Epstein's behaviour and to make him believe that she had evidence that would come out if he harmed me.
Apparently she got roughed up by people who were working on behalf of Hillary Clinton.
So she got the tapes exist or not?
She invented the
she's
tapes.
claiming it. But then she changed her statement. Oh, the New Yorker, Dershowitz, of course, was named, the famous US lawyer who was named on it in the Epstein lists.
So are these videos real or fake? Is this one of those articles that starts off making you think something and then you realise that it's full of shit and it's just another one of these bullshit articles?
Miss Ransom had delivered a victim impact statement at Ghislaine Maxwell's sentencing for sex trafficking charges, said in one of the newly released emails that the friend had managed to get a hold of some of the explicit footage and had sent it to her. She said the footage does clearly identify the faces of the men. Thank God she managed to get hold of some footage of the film's sex tapes, which clearly identify the faces of Clinton, Prince Andrew and Branson having sexual intercourse with her, she said. But frustratingly, Epstein was not seen in any of the footage.
Of course he's not. I wouldn't put myself in that, would you?
Okay.
But I want them in the footage.
So the tapes did exist then?
I think
she retracted her statement in 2019 about their existence.
Yeah, if you read down, we'll find out what happened to that.
She alleged that her friend had to have sexual intercourse with Clinton in Epstein's New York mansion just off Fifth Avenue on numerous occasions.
Now you see, of all of them, I can believe Clinton. I don't know, that seems really unfair. But if you ask me to name the guy that was really into this, I'm going to say Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got previous, hasn't
And that,
he? Monica Lewinsky.
yeah, she sucked him off in the, what's it called, didn't she?
Yeah, but he did fuck her with a cigar and then smoke it, which was kind of cool. But if you ask me, like, I mean, Clinton's got a rape allegation against him as it is, that was brushed under the carpet. You know, yeah, he's a very dodgy character, and she's dodgy too, but he's dodgy in definitely a sexual way, I think. Allegedly. Sorry, the Clinton Foundation, don't kill me.
The woman also allegedly tried to sue Epstein for damages but was severely bullied and threatened by his attorney, Mr. Dershowitz, a man who she claimed she also had sexual relations with and who was also heavily involved in Epstein's paedophile ring.
So because this is a brand new article, The Independent has reached out to representatives for the Clintons, Mr. Branson and Prince Andrew, for comment. If could he still get, could Andy, Nancy Andy, still get done even though that's been settled? Or would that be a different case?
Different case, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Different person. Of
Under
course, Mr.
US law, though.
Under US, they'd have to extradite him though.
Yeah.
Would they ever extradite him?
Of course, Mr. Branson. On behalf of Mr. Branson, a Virgin Group spokeswoman pointed to the New York report, saying that she obviously invented the tape. So we've only got her word for it, and she has come out before and said, "Actually, I invented the tapes."
I think she might have got bullied into that a little bit by some
Maybe.
very powerful people.
We want to see the tapes, don't we? I
We
don't know
do.
about you, but I do.
You want to see Bill Clinton getting down, do you?
Yeah, it's a very long article.
It is, but it's... Well, if there's
We got
tapes...
the crux of it, haven't we?
If there's tapes out there,
Let's
that
see
is
'em.
massive. That is massive with a capital M and jungle with it. Jungle is massive. Come on, that is
Yeah, of course
huge.
it is.
Because all you can say at the minute with the flight lists is, yeah, I was ice blown. You just have Stephen Hawking going there more than a
Yeah.
few times and allegedly his love for midget porn. I don't know how true that is. That might be an internet invention.
Probably.
You never know, do you?
You never know what people are into, do you?
No, but apparently this has got to be an internet invention, but it was like midgets naked midgets working at equations on a chalkboard. Used to get him off. That's got to be a... But apparently,
Very niche, isn't it?
it is very niche. That is proper niche porn. But apparently, Hawking might be a bit more dodgy than any of us ever suspected.
Wow.
Allegedly. We'll wait and see what happens on that.
Mm.
Bit worrying though, isn't it?
What could he have done though?
He was to
fully
say, 'cause he just
working down
watched.
there, wasn't he? He had kids, didn't he?
He did. I don't know how many. I don't think he conceived. I don't know if he conceived after the disease kicked in fully, but I think he had about 4 kids.
Because he'd have to get someone to jerk him off.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he just liked to watch. Who
You
knows?
can ejaculate through a flaccid penis.
Never tried.
I think you can.
I'll give it a go.
Really handy for getting me out of situations.
Just
I'm sorry.
Superpower. I can just ejaculate.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to leave. I've just come.
Can you smell cum?
Yes, that'll be me. I have to leave. Well,
Moving on.
remember that the next family reunion when I want to leave.
Ah, mouse film tidying up man's shed every night.
Oh wow.
Despite being an avid wildlife photographer, retired postman Rodney Holbrook never expected to capture a Ratatouille-style scene unfolding in his own shed. After regularly discovering that things from the night before had been mysteriously tidied, he set up a night vision camera in his workshop. It captured a little mouse picking up clove pegs, corks, nuts and bolts, and taking them back to like a little tray. He has nicknamed the well-kept rodent Welsh Tidy Mouse. Tidy Mouse.
Welsh Tidy Mouse. That's not exactly a fucking catchy nickname.
Alright, Welsh Tidy Mouse, how are you today? Have you been tidying my shed, have you, Welsh Tidy Mouse?
Oh God, what happens when this mouse eventually gets caught by a stray cat or something? And
Ah,
he'll realise one day that his nuts and bolts haven't been put away.
Yep.
oh, he just dies.
Maybe the Welsh Tidy Mouse will get killed by the English angry cat.
That's a possibility. With a longbow on a Sunday.
Oh, he first noticed that some food he was putting out for the bird was ending up in his shoes that he was storing in the shed, and he was just like, what's going on here? Oh, he goes, it's incredible really that he puts everything back in the box. I think it's possible that he enjoys it. I don't bother to tidy up now. I leave things out of the box and he'll put it back in its place by the morning. I think he would tidy my wife away if I let her in there.
I left her in there.
Left her in there.
Mm.
I think he
Aw,
tidied my wife away if I left her in there.
That's better.
Boyle.
Boy, oh.
I didn't want to go stereotypically Welsh.
Yakira, stick one of them in there as well.
That's it. Oh, that's kind of light and fluffy. That.
Oh, don't forget the Isn't It C. Isn't it C?
Yeah, that's. But still, surprisingly fluffy. It's nice to have
That's
some
quite
happy
cool.
news, isn't it?
See, like little mice. Mice are cool little things.
Well, we did make
Unless
it
they
dark at
carry
one
the
point.
plague.
That's true. Although they do reckon that apparently gerbils
Oh, right.
might have started the plague off,
Huh.
and then the fleas got onto rats. Cute little Mr. Flibbles. Might have killed millions
Did
of
you
people.
have a gerbil called Mr. Flibbles?
No, I never had a gerbil actually. No, never had any kind of rodent.
I had a mouse when I was younger.
I like rats.
Oh
Rats are
God,
nice.
no.
I've had rats as well.
Rats are ace.
No, they bring the plague.
Rats are like little dogs.
Piss
honestly.
all over your hands.
Yeah, they might
Piss
be,
all over
They
you.
might be incontinent, but they're still cool.
Oh no, thanks.
You just have to lick it
It's
up.
not the kind of
fine.
piss I like to be covered in.
Horse piss or nothing for you, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it started off with just human piss, but things escalate, don't they? Yeah, well,
He wanted to try that elephant piss, but he just can't quite
That's what I've-
afford the
that's why I've
ticket
got-
to Africa.
that's why I got a ban from the zoo, mate.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. Scientists reveal key to living longer is being more like cavemen.
Okay.
Scientists reckon we need to go back in time to live longer by copying cavemen in the way they moved and socialised. And they claim such tribes didn't suffer from problems like heart disease because they were all dead by the time they were fucking 30. Scientists reckon we need to be more like hunter-gatherers, both past and present, in a way you move and socialise with pals. British buffs say that such tribes didn't suffer from modern problems such as heart disease and poor mental health. Well, as I said, heart disease, no one probably lived past 30. The common cold can kill you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health.
Mental health.
Issue since
You've got bigger fucking things to worry about. Like, where am I going to get food from? Is that lion I try and kill next going to kill me? You haven't got time to be fucking depressed.
And you can't express it anyway because you can't talk.
mental health has only come about since fucking social media. It's only become such a big thing.
Don't be
It has.
daft.
It's only been such a big thing. Everyone suffers from it now. Everyone didn't used to suffer from it 20, 30 years ago.
People in fucking...
They lobotomised
Yeah.
people. They put them in institutions. People have always
Yeah.
been depressed. It's just
Not
it wasn't
as many,
identified.
Not as many as there are now.
That's because everyone's fucking depressed.
Everyone's.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Everyone's depressed, but
Because
why?
it's shit.
But why?
we've
Because
realised-
social media
because-
highlights the shit of the world.
Because before everyone knew it was shit, but depression wasn't really a thing. It was just like, it's shit, I'll get on with it. Nowadays it's like, oh yeah, you know that thing that, you know where you all feel like shit, that's called depression. You're like, fuck me, I'm depressed.
But I think
That's what
it's-
it was all them years.
But a lot of it's been highlighted and exacerbated by social
I
media.
would say it's been exacerbated, especially young people with Instagram and things
This
like
is
that.
what I mean, like all that influency thing and all that,
Mhm.
having to live up to all that. That's fucking caused a lot more stress in younger kids
It has,
and people that there ever was. When we were kids, you didn't have every other fucking child in the classroom suffering from anxiety and stress and that. When we were 13 and 14,
I do honestly also
whereas
think
it
getting
is
worse,
like
isn't it?
that now.
It's getting worse, isn't it?
And I think
do
the
you
only
think they
cheat-
overdiagnose it though?
100%, 100%.
Because sometimes you just got a naughty kid,
Yeah,
and
100%.
it's like, no, he's got ADHD. It's like, no, he's just a little twat. There's nothing wrong with him. He'll learn. He'll
I
learn
agree
if you
with
sit
you.
there and make him fucking learn. He'll learn.
I
Get the
agree.
cane out.
I'm
Yeah.
saying get the cane
Yeah,
out.
get the cane
But
out.
at least be able to shout at them.
Bring back corporal punishment.
At least be able to dress them down in front of the classmates. Like you
Oh,
know,
because that... was
Demoralising.
work well with the rest of us. We're all right.
No, they've gone a bit too far on the other side, haven't they? They shouldn't be bringing back corporal punishment, things like that. But
Punish them. Make them do lines. Make them fucking have detention.
detentions and lines, things like that, no crimes.
Give them mild community service in the school, tie up the fucking playground or something.
Make them run around the school field
Yeah.
5 times. Nobody liked doing that.
Yeah, either that or they become a fucking great athlete.
Or maybe they realise that the society is shite and they don't want to fall in line. They want to become another drone.
Yeah, but-
Anyhow.
Maybe.
Yes, maybe we should take a step back more towards
My point.
social.
The original point was that they had more things to worry about than just being depressed.
Yeah. They didn't have time to be
They
depressed.
didn't have time to be depressed.
Yeah.
They were constantly busy.
I ain't got time to be sad. I'm running away from this lion.
I ain't got time to bleed. Mentally.
I want to eat this gazelle, but this lion wants to eat it as well. And he wants to eat me.
Yep. I mean, that's more of a worry to me, you know, rather than sitting there thinking, man, I wish I was a fucking... Well, mind you, that's the only fucking job there is as well at that point, let's face it. Hunter-gatherer.
Yeah.
It's not like you got a career path that you should have taken.
Yeah, it's survival of the fittest at that point, isn't it?
Yeah. But then again,
They looked after the sick as well.
was a lot more socialising.
That's what I mean, the social side of it. Know thy neighbour, etc., etc. Nobody knows their fucking neighbour hardly anymore.
Nah, I see mine in the pub sometimes and say hello.
I nearly run
That's
mine
about it.
over this evening.
Well, that's not a good thing.
I know. Your local disputes, Claire, you shouldn't take them out on the street like that.
Claire's
She
going to go to
stepped-
fucking
she stepped out the
killdozers, isn't
back
she?
of- She stepped out the back of the car in a really sort of like, dark,
Shady way.
not a shady way.
Dark clothing.
Clothing.
Alright, she didn't jump
I
out.
saw her at
She
the
wasn't
last
skunking
minute,
in the shadows.
And she could obviously see my headlights coming. I was just like, why would you do that?
Maybe she wanted to get a bit of a claim on. Never know.
God, people do anything.
Love
now.
thy neighbour, you were saying a minute ago. You're now like, sue my neighbour.
You do know her then, Sue.
Ba-boom.
Hey! No, you're right. I mean, like, I don't know the other side. No idea. The only reason I know that side because I see him in the pub.
I remember growing up though when I was a little kid.
Yeah, you
we
knew all the
knew,
people
we
in your
knew
street,
the
yeah.
the whole street. still have little street parties and things like that, like every now and then.
Yeah, we would as kids, your street bonfire night, we'd all chip in a 10 quid and
10 doors down, the mum of whoever it was at 10 doors down, 15 doors down, if you were in the street, they'd keep an eye on you, kind of thing as well. They could come out and tell you off.
yeah.
If you were being naughty, somebody you didn't really know would tell you off. You'd be like, oh, sorry. Could you imagine that now? You'd be like, I'm ringing the police.
You said to fuck off. Most of the kids now.
No, the mums and dads would be ringing the police. This woman shouted at my child. He came home and cried at me. I need to send him to counselling now. You know what I mean? Kids would be going through counselling for the shit we went through when we were kids.
Yeah, and we're all perfectly well adjusted.
Yeah, we really are. Compared to what the kids are going to be in 20, 30 years' time.
That's
Jesus.
true. I mean, we've only got the mild chemicals in the air. We haven't got the full fucking spread.
Look how tall the 16-year-olds are now. How many 16-year-olds do you know that are shorter than you? Fucking none.
I don't know any 16-year-olds.
Well,
I thought we were getting taller as a race,
yeah,
a
we
people.
clearly are. We've got a couple of apprentices at work. Tower over me. It's like, what the fuck? One's nearly 17. It's like, Jesus.
Game playing basketball.
6'3".
Should we move on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exploding Dunkin' Donuts toilet showered customer in poo,
Ah!
leaving him with long-term injuries.
Oh, bless. Well, that's not
Poo
good.
burns.
The long-term injuries isn't good. The rest of it's kind of hilarious.
An unlucky customer at a Dunkin' Donuts restaurant in Florida
Oh, it had to be in Florida.
was the victim of an exploding toilet which rained poo, urine and debris down on him in a grim incident.
Hey, that porcelain had come sharp. I bet he's lost his ass cheeks. It exploded while he was on it.
It's a Florida man.
Yeah. Paul Kerouac, the unlucky man in question, sought help from the store's employees while covered in the debris from his run-in with a volcanic toilet. According to the lawsuit, an employee told him they were aware of the problem with the toilet as there had been previous incidents.
Fucking hell!
It's like the joke toilet then. Another
Where
one
you
that's
send
gone
all
in
the customers that you hate.
Yeah.
Apparently he suffered bodily injury and has required mental health care and counselling since the incident last year, January.
So that's the
2022,
long-term
sorry.
injury then. It's injured his mental.
No, I think he's lost his ass cheeks.
You can't go to the toilet without thinking about the incident.
It
now.
would kind of make you cautious about using toilets, wouldn't it?
Well,
That's what the lawyer is going to say, isn't it?
That's what I'd be telling my lawyer to say.
Yeah.
yeah. Every time I take a shit, it takes me right back to that instant.
Actually, for the court case, Dunkin' Donuts, they're worth fucking millions, hundreds of millions, right? Yeah, I've got every mental condition up the
Wazoo.
jacksie, up the wazoo, because this has affected my life, and I can no longer take a shit without fearing for my life, right?
And I have to do
And
that
then as soon as them fucking millions in my bank
It's
account,
going to make me feel better.
guess what? You know what? I feel a hell of a lot better. I can take a shit again now. Because I buy a new toilet every day and have it installed.
I know it ain't going to explode.
I know it's not going to explode.
I
I
have
have my own personal plumber.
So I have someone to maintain it daily.
He's on speed dial. Yeah, be round for about 7:30, mate. I'm going to go a bit earlier tomorrow, so I need my shit about 7. I need my shit a bit after that, yeah. Check the toilet out for me.
Does it say how much he's got?
No, it says he's suing them though.
He's going to get a
Damages.
fair bit, isn't he?
Oh, he's going to get millions if they said there's a thing with it.
And they knew about
They knew.
it. Oh, he's going to get a lot, isn't he?
Yeah.
He might actually be the new CEO of Dunkin' Donuts in the next year.
You might put him out of business, who
Every
knows?
time he sees a donut, he probably has flashbacks.
That's because he has no ass cheeks now. That's why he has to sit on it all the time. A donut
He has to
cushion.
dunk through a donut.
Oh,
Bless him. That's terrible.
and he can't moon anyone anymore.
It's only like that scene out the Goonies, isn't it? Where the walk. That's all that's happened to him, isn't it?
It says debris, so I think the toilet went.
So it exploded.
It said poo, urine, and debris. Porcelain would be fucking sharp if that shatters.
So imagine sitting on there, you just feel a rumbling below. Oh, God.
Oh man. Oh, and then you lose your ass cheeks to flying shards of porcelain. But no, my beautiful ass! And I'm covered in shit and piss! But my beautiful... There's poo in my ass wounds!
Oh.
And your
Yeah.
clothes
Say
are
anything
shredded.
about ass wounds.
Bet there was ass wounds. There's feces in my ass wounds. She comes crawling out the door to the counter, covered in shit. Oh, massive shit-covered gashes where his fucking ass cheeks have been. Clothes are shredded at the back of him. Cuts and lacerations all over him.
I
And he's
think
just
we
like,
need to move on from this.
oh God, help me, my ass, my beautiful ass, it's gone.
I think we've lost Ben. Should we move on?
Alright. I don't think you guys understand the fucking horror this would cause me.
Yeah, it is pretty horrific. And finally, Pete.
So, a bloke flogging a sex doll's head for £400 promises buyers the mouth has not been used.
Yeah, of course it hasn't. Yeah. I believe that. What colour's the sky, mate? Blue, I don't believe you.
So someone's flogging the head of a sex doll for just under £400. Yeah, he promises it's not been used, but I call bullshit on that. The listing appeared on Doll Forum on Wednesday, January the 3rd, and it's described as a Starpery Roseanne head with ROS. A quick Google search closely followed by a clearing of browsing history reveals ROS means real oral structure in the sex doll community. So Roseanne is the name of the doll, and Starpery is the brand.
Do you know if I'd want to fuck a sex doll called Roseanne? See, Roseanne, I just think of
Think
the...
of Roseanne,
I think
yeah.
of the American comedian Roseanne. I don't want that image in my head while I'm fucking.
So the full doll and accessories, including an extra head,
Ooh.
articulated fingers,
Ooh.
and whatever an auto-suck vagina is,
Wow.
are available on other sites for around £1,400.
Fuck me. Just for 1,400 quid, just go out and get a fucking high-class hooker.
So,
Sex worker.
so I'm guessing he's sold the spare head then. He's like, well, I don't need two heads, I'll sell the spare head, get 400 quid for it.
Look, 2 heads are better than 1.
Hey. You could pretend you're getting a blowjob from twins, I suppose.
Well, no, you could just swap her out, couldn't you?
Well, I don't know, the blowjob thing with twins is not appealing, actually.
What, but one hasn't got a body.
I just have
He's
to
got a
fucking-
head and one with a body.
Well, I just have to fucking visualise it, wouldn't I? I have to use my imagination.
Make one out of paper mache.
I could mould the body of the other doll. Get some pink paint. Bright pink, you know. Some skin tone paint.
Well, just
No.
use all the spares that you've got
Yeah.
to create a second doll with...
You
Like-
could buy the body spares
You
because
just
you're
think-
never gonna bang it. It's only there for your head doll.
My head off.
You just improvise for the rest of it, don't you? You
It's only there for
improvise.
the twin fantasy.
You've got a washing basket for its body. A couple of fucking... Maybe,
You set it up on a chair at a nice height.
maybe a couple of...
Some books underneath it.
a couple of windbreaks for its legs.
Just put some,
It'll look like a skirt if you open it up.
Yeah.
just put it on a chair with some books stacked under it.
And a mop handle for arms.
Yeah, man. That's what you need. Don't
Some
forget,
marigolds on the end.
you've got spare hands. You've got spare hands with articulating fingers,
Oh, okay.
so you can plop them on the end of the
Yeah,
sticks.
you're not bending wire coat hangers out to make it look as if it's whacking you off.
Yeah, don't forget using coat hangers. That will be a vital usage. Coat hangers will help you get the real movement of the arms and that.
In rubber gloves, covered in rubber gloves.
Yeah, man.
I'll give it a pass, thanks.
I don't trust him.
So if like you guys would get like a free one of these dolls, would you have it?
If someone said to me, "Here's a free sex doll," I'd say yes, thank you, and I'll sell it on that site that I just read on.
Oh
this.
yeah.
Yeah, for 1,400 quid,
I
yeah.
wouldn't use it.
I'd be
no.
like,
I
ah,
wouldn't use it.
I've just been given a sex doll. Who wants it?
It's just weird, isn't it?
There's definitely a bit of a stigma attached to sex dolls.
It ain't even that. It just doesn't really do anything. It's just
No.
lifeless. It's
Yeah, where's the...
come back when it's Westworld. Then you've got my
Yes.
attention.
Yes, exactly.
Or humans?
When it's Westworld and I can't tell the fucking difference and they're talking and moving and everything, yeah.
But
What?
robot hookers. we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Robot sex workers.
Come back when they're like that.
Yeah.
And
When I
then
can
you
go
got a
to
customer.
when I can go to the saloon in Westworld and not
Yeah.
tell the difference whether I'm banging a fellow human or
Yeah.
AI, then yes, boom.
Not some latex thing that just lies there.
Yeah.
with nothing.
Just
I reckon
takes
they'll
it.
be a bit more than 1,400 quid though.
Oh god, yeah.
Do you think it's sort of necrophilia when it's sort of like, you know, because of the
It
stillness?
is a bit like that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
I mean-
that's what it sort of.
Bit cold.
Nicole, that's what it's showing.
But then again,
It probably have a warm.
Do you warm it
pussy.
up in the microwave before you do it or something?
I bet, yeah, I don't know how you do it, mate. I've no idea.
Well, you think for that price they'd have like heat things in them, wouldn't
I don't know. Like plug her in and
they? Yeah.
heat
I mean-
her up for 10 minutes.
You remember with Dharma and the mannequin that he stole and he'd sleep next to that?
Mm.
Yeah.
I always think it's a bit similar to that going on with it, you know?
Mm.
Because it's a mannequin, essentially, just looks more human.
If you are going to buy this sex doll head, I'd advise using a bit of UV light on it just to
Oh god, you've got that black light on it, haven't
Yeah.
you? Yeah. Right down
find
the
out if you
throat.
tell the truth.
Yeah, right down the throat. Then again, I suppose if this is Roseanne, right, then what if you want Roseanne's head but you want her on, I don't know, Jasmine's body? Do you think there might be an art, you know, you get a spare head with it? Do you think on these forums you're like, oh, you know, I've always thought about like a brunette on Roseanne's body, and they'll maybe sell and trade heads.
Yeah. Probably.
Pre-loved.
Well, that's the thing, innit?
She looked
Pretty
at
loved
all
That's the
time.
main thing. The fact that he says he hasn't used it, it's like, well, that might be true, but I'm going to bet 90% of my distrust for society as a species, as a rule, right, he's going to say that he's fucked that head.
Yeah.
But why would he if he's already got one?
I might want to clean the other out and got a bit horny and thought, fuck it, I'll use a spare head. I'll use spare head too,
Fair enough.
you know, while the other one's drying in a tumble dryer or whatever as you do them.
Tumble
The other
dryer.
one's going round in the tumble dryer. I don't know.
Warming her up.
I don't know. Maybe that's how you do it. You stick it with a tumble dryer, but then you got to reassemble it, which is kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's all a bit creepy.
Quick,
isn't it?
put it
It is-
together
it
while
is-
she's still warm.
It's genuinely.
You're not going to hang her on the washing line, are you?
Oh god, no. Well, that's a valid point. Can't exactly stick. Not if you put them on like a crucifix in the garden, spread out, drying out. You get the police round in no time.
I'd just leave her outside.
That madman's
sunbathing.
crucifying a sex doll. I'm just drying it out. She's been washed.
Gosh, you
I'd
know.
stick her outside sunbathing and that, like, just in random little poses. Just change her every hour or so, so the neighbours, if they're a bit nosy, they start to be like, the fuck? Every time they look out, they see this sex doll sat with a fucking, I don't know, sat with a cocktail on a deck chair, and then the next thing she's lying down sunbathing, or sat in a paddling pool.
Or they just think you're a complete weirdo.
Get a gardening.
Denial knowledge, be like that.
What you
on
want,
about?
sex doll? What
What
are you on about?
That's
Doll in my
lovely.
back garden. What?
Get out of it. What are you on about? And on that bombshell, let's end the show. I've been Ben. Thank you very much for listening. Aliens attacking malls in Miami. What's next?
Watch this space.
Yeah.
I've been Mike. Thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
And I'll be there. That goes moist clothing.
Oh, good Pete. Yeah, if you're going to buy a sex doll second hand, yeah, get the black light ready. Definitely. Bye.